Hello, 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 collective. Welcome to Carmaboo Tarot. For those of you who are new, my name is Carmen. I am an intuitive tarot reader. I do use tarot cards, runes, numbers, letters, crystals, and colorful language. If any of that offends you, feel free to hard left the video. For those of you who are staying, we're going to get the full moon in Scorpio read for the sign of Capricorn. So the message that comes with the full moon in Scorpio is to breathe through tension. Breathe through the tension. What's that mean? Focus on what you do want, not what you don't. Use the energy, positive or negative, towards what you are trying to accomplish. The pot is energetically boiling over at this point, okay? So move carefully. Full moons are the peak and pinnacle moments. Those emotional explosions are happening. Make sure you're checking your manifestations and redirecting as needed. Alright, stones are going to be moonstone for intuition, quartz for clarity, howlet for calm. Herbs are going to be sage, basil, and lemon balm. Scents are going to be apple, sandalwood, and patchouli. Alright, let's get cracking. What's going on for Cappy during this full moon? What's going on for Capricorn? What's going on for... Oh. Knight of Pentacles reversed. Okay. Alright. Some of you might have missed the money about your message, or some of you might be having something negative happen to your money. Okay. Yeah, collaborations that emotionally are good. Money situation is not so good. Some of you might be like doing like a merger or a partnership of some sort on some finances to some effect here. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, it could be this could be a masculine feminine dynamic here. Some of you may have been like you may be at that point where you feel like you have vested in the wrong source of finances or invested in the wrong source of stability. Like, there's a solid partnership, a solid collaboration, a power of three here somewhere, but it's creating a big fucking headache with that Five of Swords energy. What else we got? The Sun reverse, yeah. Very unhappy, very complicated, very headache energy to do with that power of three. This could be like three siblings, three sisters, three friends, where there's problems. Yeah. I feel like moving forward, you really just kind of put yourself back, trying to re-establish your stability, but in doing so, it requires you to come out, to be tempered. And at this point, I feel like you're highly irritated, almost exhausted, honestly. Yeah. It's not an end to the cycle. There's not an end. Why? Too much anxiety, too much stress, too many problems. Okay, so I'm taking it this is probably somebody stuck between a rock and a hard place on a partnership, and that's the general message that I'm getting here. There's a collaboration or like some sort of power of three here. Somebody could be involved in a love triangle here, but like you want to leave, but there's too much fucking anxiety around leaving. And that's because it would provoke a sense of abandonment, a sense of lack. Some of you might be worried about any children that are involved in the situation here. There's just an extreme anxiety around not involving yourself with the partnership. Like, financially it makes sense, stability wise it makes sense to do it, but it creates fucking headaches and chaos for you, specifically on the swords level. So like the communication is like being able to be logical with this person about what is going on, being able to seek your happiness with this person riding on your back has become like an impossible fucking feat. That's just how I'm going to put it. Now, whether that is a person, place, or thing is completely up to you. Please take it how it resonates. If it is not for you, use your discernment. Check your Venus signs. Check another reading. This is specific. It may not be for you. Take what resonates and leave the rest for somebody else. This is definitely a situation where you're trying to find some sort of key event or some sort of key information, key initiative to try to make shit happen, because otherwise it's just the same vicious ass cycle over and over and over again with these people, this place, or this thing. If this is a job situation, this is like a power dynamic between a masculine and feminine, where maybe they play favoritism to different people, or maybe it could very well be that there are 3 of them. It could be 3 of them that cause headaches and problems. Like, it could be a very cliquey work environment that causes fucking chaos, that just kind of rips through anybody trying to create partnerships or trying to kind of invade their little power of 3 group. Their triad. Their little triad here. Anybody that kind of pisses with it kind of gets left in the fucking cold, is how I'm taking it. You're doing your best to stay out of their fucking way, I think, is kind of how it's rolling. But I don't feel as if they're, like, specifically targeting you, but it's just a fucking headache because you're probably watching what they're doing to other people as well. Like, they're celebrating shit that's not fucking actually done or not actually accurate, not fully... It's not full grown. I don't know how else to say it. Whatever they're celebrating, it's not full grown. And, like, the way that they're celebrating could be dysfunctional as well. Like, maybe these are people that party together after work and, like, post pictures and stuff of them with, like camaraderie stuff, but it's inappropriate to some extent for whatever reason. You could be dealing here with, let's see what we got. We got Leo, Taurus, Libra, Pisces, and Virgo. All right. Excuse me. What advice do we have for the collective on this situation, considering that it's saying the cycle is not going to end due to anxiety and sense of lack or loss? I don't feel like you actually have a lack or a loss at this point. Like, there's been no action taken to actually equivalent leaving or ending the cycle. You've just been kind of keeping to yourself for the most part and only coming out when necessary and trying to do your best to be patient during these situations. And then kind of saving your anxiety for yourself. Putting on a smile. That's how I'm going to put it. Alright, what advice do we have? What advice do we have? Chiron. Pain and healing. You are not aligned with your Chiron. You need to pay attention to what that is and where that is in your birth chart for those of you that don't know. Okay? Once you know, you know. Like, it's something that's very serious when you're misaligned with your Chiron. This is something that could have happened during the springtime, or could be happening during the springtime, especially since it's bringing up Brigid's Cross, which is, I believe that's an Ostara, not a Mabon. But Mabon is coming. We get open up reversed. So you could have closed this person off during Libra season because it's reversed. So somewhere between, like, the end of September and the end of October, you could have, like, stopped opening up to these people or stopped letting them in to an extent. It kind of defeated the credit point here. Once you do stop, or if you haven't, once you start closing these people off, it's going to diminish your credit with them. Just make sure that you're grounding yourself and grounding your own energies, focusing on your own fertility and stability, your own prosperity, and making sure that you're doing things in order, in sequential order of how they're supposed to be done. So making sure that, like, if you have a problem with them, you're following company protocol to get it fucking handled. Or if this is a situation with a partner, make sure that you're putting steps and putting steps in place to try to do whichever you choose to do. So whether you're making yourself an exit ramp or you're going full speed ahead, but just make sure that you're doing things in sequential order. Okay, making sure that you're grounding yourself, finding that stable sources, like figuring out how to get better sleep, figuring out how to make good dietary choices, making sure that if you do have children, you're maintaining the connection with them so that there is not that lack or sense of abandonment for those of you that have those concerns. Okay? Your advice is to realign yourself because pain and healing is part of the process. Going through the pain, getting through the headache, getting through the separation, the lack, the anxiety, that's part of the healing process. So continuing to keep taking on pain but not healing the situation is probably your problem. And that needs to be helped. All right. those are the messages that I have for you. If they resonate, please do hit the like, share, subscribe. Feel free to comment. If you'd like a personal reading, my information is in the description box below the video. And with that, I will wish you all lots of love and light.